Fear the Wolves, currently in early access, is one of the newest additions to the ever-growing Battle Royale genre. Developed by Vostok Games, this FPS stalker-inspired shooter will have you battling solo, or with a squad, in the irradiated wasteland that is Chernobyl. While this title does change some of the formula from games like PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, it still has a long way to go. One thing's for sure, currently it's incredibly difficult to find a match. Even when I did, it was typically only with a few other players. When playing on a map designed for 100 people, interactions were few. The only positive here is that the radiation zone will automatically resize if a low player count is present, starting you off with a smaller area. Unlike Battlegrounds, players in Fear the Wolves will have to worry about radiation. Instead of running towards a perfectly placed circle, random square radiation zones will begin to pop up, forcing the player to move. Radiation damage permanently lowers the max health, forcing the player to seek out specific health items if they want it replenished. It is not the same as bullet damage. A PvE element is also thrown into the mix where players may find themselves being hunted by mutants or wolves. These encounters can certainly be dangerous as the gunfire will give your position away. Weather also changes frequently during the match, forcing players to adjust to changing conditions such as wind, fog, and heat. One thing I did enjoy in the game is the inclusion of what the Fear the Wolves website calls fair shooting. Essentially, the bullets will go to wherever you're pointing every time. Engagements were generally over quickly, especially once you got the hang of the recoil. Although the combat just felt okay, even at times a little clunky. The ultimate goal of this Battle Royale title is not to be the last alive, but to be the first to successfully board the extraction chopper, which will fly to a random location on the map once it is small enough. I found this more satisfying than the typical last man standing formula. While the red smoke around the extraction zone does provide some cover, you can still get shot off the wire, so you'll have to keep your eyes open for approaching enemy players. Fear the Wolves in its early access state has some fun ideas in changing the Battle Royale genre. Updates are currently coming in frequently as the second one is about to drop since the game's release just 2 weeks ago. A yet-to-be unveiled new mode has been teased, which will provide a quote-unquote exciting twist on the genre, but no details are available yet. Until the developers provide a bit more polish and find a way to draw more players in, it's hard to recommend Fear the Wolves at this current time.